Welcome in, fans. Welcome to the Blue Collar Broadcast live play by play Game 4 World Series as we get prepared for the first pitch. Nathan Lukes, number 38, on deck. And here's today's batting order for the Jays. Lukes at the top, Vlad Guerrero 2, Bo Bichette 3, Addison Barger, Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho 4, 5, 6. And Little Ernie Clement, Andres Jimenez, and Isaiah Kiner Falefa 7, 8, 9. As no George Springer, we are watching the Fox broadcast. That's right. Go Sharks. As we get a little look of little Dave Roberts trying to fire up his team. And he's just not a very inspiring man, to tell you the truth, but that's okay. As Otani looks like he is ready to rip, and why wouldn't he be? He is Godzilla, and he is on the mound today. He's working off about 2 hours of sleep after last night's epic performance. First career World Series start, 2-0 record, 2.25 ERA. Opponents hitting a buck 28 against him, 19 Ks, 4 walks. He's got the full array of pitches: four seamer, sweeper, slider, curve, splitter, cutter, sinker. Highly doubt he's going to use all those, but cool stat for Fox, I guess. And we are just about ready to do business here as Godzilla is finishing his warm-ups. Hang with us now as Shohei Otani prepares to do battle. And you got to wonder in the back of your mind, long game last night, is this man going to be ready to do business? We'll see. Hopefully we'll get our answer pretty soon, because if you're Dave Roberts, you got to be thinking, I need this guy to go at least 7 today because my bullpen has absolutely been barbecued in an 18-inning game. And Miller Time on the other side has a similar problem. It's not like he's completely unscathed in this either. So both starters are going to have to do their work today because both bullpens are cooked. And Mark Wegner, who had a horrible game last night behind the plays out in right field, and they need to keep him out there because he's a terrible umpire. John Tumpane. Hopefully he learned Wegner's lesson from last night, and that is stay out of the way and keep the zone consistent. We're not asking too much. George freaking Springer's not in the game, and that sucks. But we are ready to rip here. Powder Blues for the Toronto Blue Jays. The first pitch from Otani on the way. High fastball, 1-0, 97 on the gun. Luke's hitting 288. 23 starts batting leadoff. Last time, August 15th. Don't really care. Here comes the 1-0 from Otani. The pitch. Fastball swung on, hit down the left field line. Hernandez drifting back. He reaches over. Oh, what a catch, man. Hernandez, what a nab out of the crowd. Well done. The trap shooters shoots up the little gang sign there. Let's do it. Look at this. Nice work, number 8. Into the crowd. Backhand. That's some pretty nifty glove work right there by Hernandez. And like I said, that guy is a pain in the ass. He just continues to just do things that just drive you crazy. Nice job. 1 down. Kike Hernandez trying to grow the beard out. The beard is mandatory in October. Just ask the Toronto players. It's a playoff. It's just good business. That's all. Big Bad Vlad at the plate. First pitch swung on and hit foul off the right field side. 97 on the gun. Can't sneak much by Big Bad Vlad. Big quick bat from the big fella. Hitting 414. He's been getting upstaged by Godzilla. Let's see if he can answer back here in game 4. Curveball. Strike 2 over the outside corner. 0-2. So Otani working quickly and working from ahead, throwing strikes. Got it. Like to see it. Here comes the 0-2. He kicks. Slider away, and he got him. Nice slider low and away. Little hop and a jump from the umpire. Frank Drebin style behind the plate. Don't mind it. 2 down. So Otani working, getting it done here. 2 down in the top of the first inning. 5 pitches in. And that's going to bring up Bo Bichette. Bichette only played half of the extended game last night. Only 3 for 7. He's been injured for a while. But he's added some nice pop to the order. Let's see what he can do here. As Otani stares out into the abyss and says, what's going on back there? Well, he doesn't really know, and neither do we. Top 1, 0-0, game 4. Blake Snell telling Dave Roberts, yeah, I could have pitched last night. What? First pitch to Bichette, swing and a miss. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. 0-1. Nice to see Ohtani working from ahead. As Miller Time looks out there, had about 6 beers before the game. Oh, oof. Tough pitch not to get there. 1-1. 2 down, top first inning. Ohtani looking sharp early on. First time through the order. Here comes the pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. Nice pitch from Ohtani, and he's been laser focused there with that curveball as he snaps that one over the outside corner, swung on, waved at by Bichette, and no loud contact so far from the Blue Jays hitters, as he is one pitch away from retiring the side in order. Dodger fans on their feet. First slider away, 2-2. 1 second. As we get a look at Tom Selleck in the Toronto dugout. Slider outside, 3-2, full count. Nice take, Bichette. Close pitch, but nice take. So Bichette waiting on the 3-2 pitch. Ohtani already in motion. Here it comes. Low, and he missed. Ball 4. Nice at bat from Bichette. Works the walk, and we're going to see Ohtani in the stretch for the first time tonight. He's stoic as ever. He maintains a pretty even keel throughout. Never really see him get too rattled. As a hero from last night, says to Bo Bichette, welcome. And Addison Barger, game 1 hero, 444 with the pinch hit granny in game 1. Hitting cleanup today. Let's see what he can do. First pitch from Ohtani. Curveball swung on and missed, 0-1. Nice bender there from the big fella. Swung on and missed. Barger digs in. And Ohtani already on the slab, and he's ready to work. And he's moving very quickly. He wants out. 0-1 pitch. Another curveball. Nice take from Barger, 1-1. Ohtani retrieves a new ball, and he's going to rub it up. He's going to move into his back pocket, get a little Vaseline, a little sandpaper on that thing, as Addison Barger is ready to work and says, what kind of ball is this? Get this out of here. Give me a new ball. And he gets a new ball because Godzilla gets what he wants. 1-1. Top 1. Game 4. Dodgers coming off the epic win. Big fella on the mound. Here's the pitch. Low. 2-1. 98 on the gun. And we'll do it again. Sasaki. Everyone's looking over there. Everyone's loving it. Top 1 here. 2-1 count. Addison Barger. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside corner. Strike 2. Nice pitch from Ohtani, painting the black there. 98 miles an hour. And man, oh man, Dave Roberts gets himself a handful of seeds and says, been here, done that. As the Dodger fans try to cheer themselves on, they're trying. We'll give them that. 2-2. Curveball. Ball 3. Nice take, Addison Barger. And you got to figure Bo Bichette and his bum leg is going to be running on the pitch. They've at least managed to get, and our man's on deck. There he is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Alejandro Kirk. They've at least managed to run the count up to 16 pitch count. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit to the left side, and that's going to get in there. Muncy glabs it, but all he can do is hold on to it. Oven Mitt at second base. And there's 2 on here for the big fella. And Ohtani better not hang a curveball to Alejandro Kirk because we can see what he can do. Little cue shot down the line there. Nice job by Muncy. They had him played to pull. He doesn't get that, and you got runners on second and third easy. So let's see what our guy Kirk can do here. Favorite of the broadcast. Gotta love the big fella out there. Big home run last night. Hate to see him take him out of the game, but 5 for 10 in the series, 2 bombs, 6 ribs, hitting a cool 500. Here's the first pitch to the big man. Fastball swung on, fouled off the right field side. And Kirk just missed that one. Nice location from Ohtani. Single postseason all-time home runs by catcher Alejandro Kirk and Cal Raleigh. Sandy Alomar Jr. That was a long time ago. 0-1. 2 down. Top first. Slider. Oh, he got away with it. Sky job. Let's see if Freem doesn't botch this one. One-handed catch. He almost did. Ohtani gets out of the first, gives a little smile, and says, "Just wait till I get up there." Points over to them. They know what they're talking about. Hang tight. We'll be back. We're through half an inning. Hang tight now. Be right back. We'll just have to bear through these commercials together. And I'm sure we're going to get, I'm watching this via Amazon, but it is the Fox broadcast. Can't imagine anyone else is probably just getting insurance and Cialis commercials. So good luck with that. Probably just tune off for the commercials. So hang tight. Welcome back, friends. Bottom of the first inning. Godzilla leading off. Mookie Betts in the 2-hole. Freddie Freeman 3. Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy. No change from our last game. 7, 8, 9 is Tommy Edman, Kike Hernandez, and Andy Pajes. Man, oh man, that guy needs a hit still. As Godzilla leads off, he looks at Kirk and says, "You almost got me on that one." "Yeah, that was close." And Kirk says, "I'll get you. Don't you worry." So as we see his last 13 plate appearances, massive game last night for Ohtani. 2 bombs. He was on base every single time, intentionally walked a ton. And Tom Selleck on the mound. High slider up and in, misses 1-0. Shane Bieber for Toronto, wearing the powder blues, sporting a nice mustache. Here comes the 1-0, up and in again with the cutter, 2-0. And I do not advise pitching from behind to Shohei Ohtani. Just a thought to Tom Selleck. Let's see if he gets here on the 2-0, change up, 3-0. And at this point, you might as well just walk the guy. As Miller Time looks on, he's got a nice little chaw going there, as he should. 3-0 count here from Bieber. Fastball outside corner, strike one. Just grooves it over. And Ohtani says, "Yep, I got him sized up, and now it's go time." There's a couple of tools stand up to take a video here in LA. Don't mind the people sitting behind him trying to watch the game. Curveball outside corner, 3-2. Nice pitch. Ohtani wanted it and says, "My bad." And the umpire says, "Do that to me again, and I'm going to squeeze you all day." Pitch is probably low, but I don't know if you want to be showing up the ump like that there, Godzilla. Take it easy now. 3-2 count. Let's see if Bieber can fight back here. Here is the pitch. Change up outside corner, and man, I hope this is not a trend because this happened last night, and this is not cool because that's a strike. And if the last pitch was a strike, then that's a makeup call. And either way, let's not have what happened last night happen again. I mean, seriously, as we look at Ohtani with all his, glove work and all these pads and all this other crap and whatever that is, can we see that last pitch? How about that? Why don't we look at that? Because that was a strike. Mookie Betts, First pitch, fastball, and now it's a strike. And one pitch ago, it was a ball. So we're off to a really rough start in LA. Maybe it's the water in LA or something, but the umpire behind the plate now 2 games in a row is having problems seeing things. 0-1 the count. Man on first, bottom one, 0-0 game. Slider low and away, 1-1. Mookie Betts, I mean, the entire game yesterday, Ohtani was getting walked just so they could get 2 Mookie Betts. So at some point, you got to take it personally and say, you got to do something, man. You just got to step back and just throw a punch. But Mookie Betts is just, they're just coming after him and just saying, you can't do anything. So we'd rather pitch to you. 1-2 pitch or 1-1 pitch, 2-1, slider away. As Ohtani goes back to first and pretends like he's listening to the guy next to him and says, do you know how much money? Leave me alone. 2-1, bottom one. Bieber at the belt, and here comes the pitch. Fastball, side corner, strike 2. Betts doesn't like it. Good pitch from Bieber, 2-2. Well, like I said, let's just hope the umpire can correct his erratic zone, because last night was an all-time just hose job from Mark Wegman. 2-2. Bieber pauses, and here's the pitch. Slider in the dirt, blocked by Kirk. Keeps it in front of him. Nice work from the big fella. And if he doesn't win a Gold Glove this year, there's something wrong with that award, because he is nails back there. 3-2 count. Wonder if Ohtani's going. He did steal a bag last night, or he tried to. And the big man's not afraid to run. So let's see if they send him. 3-2 as the sun is setting over LA. We get the LAPD chopper view from up top. Ohtani with his lead from first. Here's the pitch from Bieber. Swung on and skied to center field or right field. Barger coming over. He's under it, and he's got it. Fakes it through to first. 1 down. And Mookie Betts, man, he is really grinding now. He is really, really struggling. They're going to have to figure that out. Still want to know what that Amazon clicker thing is on Bieber's belt. I just don't understand that. But 3-0. Or 3 innings. Here's his pitch usage here. Slider, four-seamer, changeup, curveball. And a hero from last night steps into a standing ovation, as should be. I mean, much deserved. They're on their feet again. Swung on, hit down the line, foul, laser beam down the right field line. Got some wood on it, but 0-1. Freddie Freeman, 1 home run in the World Series, the biggest of them all, the walk-off last night in the 18th inning. And he is ready to work. Bieber is at the belt. And here comes the pitch. He kicks. Slider inside, misses. 1-1. 1 down here, bottom one. First player with multiple walk-off home runs in World Series history. Well, that'll land you in Cooperstown, no doubt. 1-1 the count, 1 down. Will Smith, the catcher, on deck. Shohei Ohtani at first. Here it comes. Swung on and chopped to second. Goes 2, and he got it. He gets the lead runner. Nice little play there from Bichette as Ohtani tried to spike Jimenez, and Jimenez says, nice try. And there's 2 down. Nice job there by Bichette to get the lead runner. And as we get some stupid Google stats that just don't really do anything for us, do they? As we wait for Will Smith to get to the plate and Google Cloud, and we're still waiting. So Freeman at first, bottom one, 2 down here. 15 pitches so far for Bieber as Will Smith steps in. And now Betts is talking to anyone in the dugout, because that guy's not even a baseball player, and he's really, really grinding if he's talking to that guy. Fastball away, misses. 1-0. Will Smith didn't have a great game last night, but he's having himself a nice little World Series, and he was really their only offense in games 1 and 2. So good hitter here. Got to be careful with him. Bieber cannot afford to miss out over the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball fouled off. Ooh. Big fella takes one in the leg there, and it's 1-1 as the umpire is going to walk the ball out, because who doesn't need another delay in a baseball game after an 18-inning game? Jimenez looks down. Here's the play. Nice play from Bichette there. Ohtani taps him on his back and says, my bad. All right, and we're ready to go. 1-1 count, 2 down here, bottom one, 0-0 game. Game 4, Dodgers lead the series 2-1. Will Smith at the plate. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball swung on and hit the right field. Barger heading back, but right in front of the track. Will Smith with the warning track power again. He flips the ball up into the cheap seats, and we're through one. We'll be back for the second inning in 1 second. Hang tight now. Welcome back, friends. Top of the second inning, Los Angeles, California, game 4 of the World Series. Blue Jays coming back up. Godzilla back out on the mound to do work. And here we go. LAPD chopper cam in full effect. Dalton Varsho leading it off. First pitch swung on and skied him up on the infield. And that's just not going to get it done. Mookie Betts is under it. One pitch, one out. That's exactly what Ohtani was looking for. Has he got a little limp going there? As we get some highlights from the first inning here. Statcast, this is just, I mean, yeah, we get it. He's got all kinds of pitches. That's great. Let's just watch the game. How's that? First pitch to little Ernie Clement inside at the corner. Fastball, strike one. And he's ahead. And he's been ahead of everyone, which is a good sign for the Dodgers. Little Ernie Clement, rough game last night, but still having a hell of a postseason. Slider away, misses 1-1. As has been documented, little Ernie Clement, unable to grow a beard, but he does have a nice short stroke, and he is quite the little hitter. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees. And now it's a strike. And this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, because these umpires now, 2 games in a row, I'm telling you, it's got to be something in the LA water. But these strike zones they're questionable, to say it, put it mildly. 100-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner misses 2-2. One down. With Tony points, no one knows what he's doing. One down here. Top second. Little Ernie Clement at the plate. Here comes a pitch from Ohtani. Curveball swung on and squibbed to right. Freeman's got it, tosses to Ohtani covering, and 2 down. And another nice quick inning so far for Ohtani as he trots back to the mound. And there's 2 down here as he retrieves the baseball and he just goes right back to the bump and he's ready to work as we await our next hitter. And you got to think, I mean, the real question is, how tired is this man? Because that was an 18 inning game last night where, I mean, he's a designated hitter. He wasn't playing in the field, but pitching's a whole nother story. I'll take it out of you. So here comes the 8 hitter Jimenez. Curveball swung on and just hit back to Ohtani. Easy play, grabs it, tosses to first in a 1-2-3 inning. And second inning, smooth sailing for the big man as the Dodgers go back to the dugout. And we'll be back in just a second. Hang tight now. Welcome back, friends. Bottom of the second inning. Tom Selleck back on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. Bear with me here. As Teoscar Hernandez steps in for the Dodgers. First pitch from Selleck, first fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Nice way to start it there from Bieber. Teoscar Hernandez, one bomb, one ribby, had his home run last night. Good game for him last night to get going. Rough first 2 games. Curveball in the dirt, 1-1. Bottom second here. Game 4 after the long one last night. Most single season postseason home runs. Teoscar Hernandez, 5. Not bad. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit to the left side. Gobbled up by Jimenez. Funnels it over to first. In time, 1 down. Way to go, Shane Bieber. 1 up and 1 down as we get a look at Dave Roberts. And then we're going to get some Shane Bieber mustache updates. Tommy John surgery traded the following season. Thanks for the surgery. See you later. And came in at the end of the season, and he pitched well in the ALCS. ERA is a little bloated. He got touched a little bit by Seattle. We had a couple of good outings. Max Muncy up now. First pitch cutter up and in, 1-0. Muncy been really struggling. Looked like he might get heated up a little bit. Had a home run in game 2, but really quiet last night. 1-0 pitch, change up, 2-0. Yeah, look at that. 2 for 14 in the series, hitting a $190 in the postseason with 2 ribs, 2 homers. Not great. 2-0 pitch, fast or curveball up, 3-0. And like he did to Ohtani in the first inning, Bieber is behind 3-0. And you don't want to be walking guys to this order. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. High fastball, ball 4 pitch walk. And not great. He does have one down in the inning as we get a look at Sam Crow, the pitching coach for the Toronto Blue Jays. And we look out to the bullpen. They look pretty bent from losing last night. Get a look over at Clayton Kershaw. And Bieber's going to be in the stretch for the first time. Tommy Edman, first at bat, hitting 7th in the order. Here comes the first pitch from Bieber. Fastball swung on, hit down the line, foul ball. Man, had some steam on that one. Good thing they had the net there. I don't think these Dodgers fans pay too close attention to the game. Someone can get their head taken off. Edman, 2 for 15 in the World Series so far. Had some massive defensive plays yesterday and was an unsung hero. Played some high caliber defense last night. Here comes the 0-1 from Bieber. The pitch. Up. Ball. Cutter up at the letters. 1-1. Not a strike. Glad he didn't call it. Looked like he wanted to. Really would like to see this umpire get in a groove here and just stay out of everyone's way. Here comes the 1-1 from Bieber. Slider inside, 2-1. I mean, good place to work him, but Bieber can't really afford to get behind. I mean, you do not want to be putting guys on. I get it. It's the bottom of the order, but look, the bullpen is cooked, man, and you need to do your part. So just get out of there. 2-1 on the way. Here it comes. Fastball swung on, hit up the middle, base hit. That's going to get it. Muncy rounding second. Here comes a throw to third from Varsho. And it's cut off, and they have runners on the corners and one down, and the LA Dodgers are in business now. Nice hit from Tommy Edman. Dodger fans are on their feet, pointing at the camera, whatever. And man, oh man, this is not what Shane Bieber wants. Look at that fastball out over the plate. Not a good location, but when you're behind in the count, this is what happens. And that's up in the zone, and that is not where Bieber wants to live. And the Dodgers are in business. As Big Max Muncy rounding third. Look at that. Nice base run in there. And the Dodgers knocking on the door. You got to figure here, number 8 hitter, Kike Hernandez, tough out. I mean, fly ball at minimum. Their play double play up the middle, and his corners are tucked in tight. Kike Hernandez needs a fly ball here to get this run home. Here's the first pitch. Slider in the dirt, backhand by Kirk. Getting a little lazy back there, big man. You got to get that chest protector out there and block that ball. Don't be pulling a Cal Raleigh on me now. 1-0. Here's a replay of the pitch. And look at this location. That is not where you want it. That is not how it's done. And Edman just hits it right back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting. So Bieber 1-0 now. 30 pitches. And he's got a full lather going now. Bieber, he's starting to sweat. And I mean, I got to imagine right now, Miller time. Yeah, it's Miller time over there right now. Look at him. I mean, they lose. I mean, it's early. It's the second inning, but you do not want to be getting behind when you're already down 2-1 in the series. This is a nail right here. Here comes the 1-0 from Bieber. Slider on the outside corner. Nice pitch, 1-1. Hernandez waves at it. And that's there all day. Bieber 1-1. Hernandez takes a big sigh in. He's got the trap shooters, but notice no beard. Cardinal sin in October. Got to have a playoff beard. People from Toronto know this. 1-1 pitch. Slider swung on, tap foul. 1-2. So Bieber ahead in the count now. And let's see if he can go after him here. At the bare minimum, pitch to the strikeout. Maybe you don't get the double play ball, and from Hernandez, I mean, you just got to look at something to get up and hit it out, get it out to the outfield, get this run home. Because, I mean, you got Godzilla on the mound, and yeah, you get a 1-run lead, they just shut him down. 1-2 the count, bottom 2, 0-0, game 4. Tom Selleck trying to work out of the jam. 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Curveball low and away. Nice pitch from Bieber. Misses away. Nothing that Hernandez can do. Good take from Hernandez there. 2-2. And we'll do it again here as he digs in and is ready to work. And Shane Bieber is at the belt. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slider hangs out over the plate, slap down the left field line. Oh, foul ball. So close, man. Oh, man. Kike Hernandez just missed one right there. That was mighty, mighty close. And Shane Bieber right now is playing with fire because that was close. Close enough. But look at where that pitch is. I mean, it's low in the zone good enough, but it hangs out over the plate. And as we mentioned last night, Kike Hernandez has a long swing, and you can bust this guy in all day long. Where's that high fastball in on the hands? Because now's the time for it. And Alejandro Kirk knows it. Let's see if they go with it. High fastball, swung on. But Kike Hernandez gets the job done, high to right. That's going to score the run. Barger at the track, gloves it, throws it in. But that will get Muncy home, and the Dodgers are on the board, 1-0. Great at bat from Kike Hernandez. And as I've mentioned over and over again, that guy is a tough out. He's a scrappy player. He is a pain in the ass. Good job, Kike Hernandez. Here's a pitch, high fastball. I think he just needs to get that in more. That is just too much, again, out over the plate. Something to monitor as this game goes on. Because if Shane Bieber is going to be missing out over the plate like that, he is not going to be long for this game. And the Toronto Blue Jays are not going to be long for this World Series. So something to monitor. Dave Roberts looks like he's at church. He's been here before. Fastball outside corner, strike one. And it's Andy Pages, number 9 hitter, hitting a meager 083, 077 even, 1 for 13. This guy needs a hit in a major, major way. Here comes the 0-1. Change up low, 1-1. He had some decent at bats last night, put the bat on the ball, had some tough at bats where he grinded a little bit, but this guy cannot buy a bucket. Everything he hits is at someone, and if not, then he's just popping it up. 1 for 21 with runners on base. And it's a tough one to wear there, boy. 1-1 pitch. Slider swung on and hit high and deep to center, but warning track power and Varsho's there as he nabs it, but not before the Dodgers take the lead on the Kike Hernandez sac fly. Nice job by Hernandez. We're through 2, and we'll be back for the 3rd. Hang tight now. Welcome back, friends. Top of the third inning. Godzilla back on the mound. He's been staked to a 1-run lead as we are in the top of the third here at Dodger Stadium. As we get a look out at the parking lot, nice to see the Canadian flag out there. Getting a little primer for what to expect this Sunday. There's about 5 games right there that are terrible and only good for betting purposes. But nice to say that this World Series is shaping up to be a good one. As Isaiah Kiner Falefa, all 3 of them are stepping into the plate here. He is 0 for 8 in the series. Here's the first pitch. Slider outside corner, strike 1 from Ohtani. And as he's done consistently, he is ahead in the count again. And he doesn't seem affected from the long game at all. He looks really, really good. Fastball outside corner, strike 1, 0-2, 98 on the black. And he's absolutely dealing. And Miller Time needs another one. Get him a beer ASAP. Here comes the 0-2. Slider away, 1-2. Nice take by Falefa there. Would really like to see this guy get some hitting going. Decent little player, but hasn't really offered much at the plate. Aside from pinch running and playing some defense here and there, hasn't really done much. Here comes the 1-2 from Ohtani. Swung on and hit up the middle, right to Edman. Gloves it, throws the first, 1 down. And man, he's coasting now. First time through the order, no problem for the big fella. As Nathan Lukes is going to come back up. Ohtani just 30 pitches so far. And I mean, Blue Jays they just need someone to stand up and do something right now at this point. As we get a look at Tom Verducci, looks like he's going to be running for governor of California as Dave Roberts stares out into the abyss. Looks pretty calm for a manager of the World Series, if I do say so myself. And who will be calm with this guy on the mound and this guy leading off for you? I mean, must be nice. Top of the third, 1 down here. Dodgers already on top. First pitch to Lukes. Fastball up and in, 1-0. 99 on the gun from Ohtani. Working quickly. He is ready, and here's the pitch. Slider slapped down the line, foul. Almost just missed it. Lukes has had some decent contact, but I mean, at this point, you really just need to get a base runner, get this guy into the stretch, and just make him work. If they could run the pitch count up on him, maybe get into the pen or something, but we'll see. Here's the 1-1 from Ohtani. Swung on and hit the right base hit to a single. Nice job by Hernandez to keep him to a single. Good work out there, 37. But not before Toronto has a man on first. As we get another look at the bow tie in the bottom corner, the oven mitt comes out. Freddie Freeman says, "Nice job there, man." So 1 on, top 3. And it's going to be, I believe, Vlad Guerrero. Big bad Vlad, 0 for 1. Could really use something here. Here's the pitch, slider. Takes it in the dirt, 1-0. Nice take by Guerrero. Nice pitch from Ohtani, too. That's a ground ball. That's a double play ball if he hits it. And they keep showing Kershaw, which no one needs to see that. We don't need to see that. And his gum, no. So Clayton Kershaw pitched a third of an inning last night. Granted, he got a huge out right there. Luke swung at ball 4. Kershaw was jacked, and they're going to try and make him into some postseason hero. The guy threw like 8 pitches, and look at him. He's screaming, "Get him out of here." Curveball up in the zone, 2-0. And they keep showing him because this is his last hurrah, and he's going to retire, and we'll be fine when he's gone. We'll just say that. 2-0. Ohtani at the belt. Swung on and hit, fouled off. Oh, man, Guerrero just missed that one. 2-1 the count. In Toronto, their backs are against the wall here after, I mean, that's a soul-crushing loss to lose in an 18-inning game. Please stop showing Kershaw. But, I mean, they have to answer back here. This is mandatory stand tall game for the Toronto Blue Jays and for the Canadian fans. As Ohtani is ready at the belt, and here comes the 2-1. Hung on, and that ball is up, and that ball is way out of here. And on cue, Big Bad Vlad with the 2-run bomb, hanging slider. And Guerrero loves it, And let's see the trot now. Let's assess the trot as Ohtani redoes his hat. Toronto Blue Jays finally have something to cheer about, and that's a nice pace right there. The big fella knows how to trot. He hits a lot of bombs, but a hanging slider from Ohtani, and he just puts it. It looks like he might be hurt or something. Hanging slider from Ohtani into the bleachers in left center, and everyone knows you do not leave pitches up there to this guy because that's what happens. That's the result. Little pimp job from Guerrero and says, "Get on out of here. See ya." Laser beams out of here in about 5 seconds. Dodger fans are fighting over it out there, and it's 2-1. Blue Jays swung on, hit to the right side, but right at Edman. One pitch and one away, two down now as Ohtani tries to recover. Sport coat is out in the Toronto pen per usual. And here it is again, way too much plate and bad location. And I don't care if you're Ohtani or Sandy Koufax or whoever, but you leave curveballs up there and they end up over the fence. And Godzilla knows that. And Vlad Guerrero knows that too, as he points up to the Dodger fans and says, "Watch this." Swung on and fouled off Addison Barger. Fastball up and in, 99 on the gun. And Ohtani gets tagged a little bit, but 1-run game. Plenty of game left here. It's just the top of the third as Vlad Guerrero takes off the hardware and gets ready to go out to the field. Change up away. 1-1. So Addison Barger here. See if he can extend the inning. Single in the first inning. 5 for 10 in the World Series. Got a nice little average going there. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball swung on. A lot of plate again, and Barger missed one. Too much plate from Ohtani. And the off speed from Ohtani is starting to hit a lot of plate. And that's not good. So, as we mentioned with Bieber in the second inning, now Ohtani here in the third, starting to catch a lot of plate. And you got to wonder, 18 inning game, just saying. 1-2s hit the left field. Nice, easy fly for Hernandez. He's under it, and that'll end it. But not before the Blue Jays take the lead. It's business time in Toronto. The sport coat is out as the big man with the big fly, and we'll be back. Hang tight now. Welcome back, baseball fans. We are back. Game 4, World Series, coming into the bottom of the third here. Los Angeles, California. After an epic Game 3, 18 inning walk-off home run, Freddie Freeman. Shane Bieber back on the mound and back to the top of the order. First pitch ball to Ohtani. 1-0 the count. Shohei Ohtani pitching and leading off for the Dodgers. Let's see what he can do here. 1-0 count from Bieber. Swung on, fouled off. Big swing and a miss, or big swing at the changeup, 1-1. So Ohtani gets touched for the home run, and now they're trailing 2-1. But let's see what this offense can do. Second time through against Bieber. 40 pitches already here in the third. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Cutter inside. Nice location there from Bieber. 1-2. As Ohtani steps out to think it over. And he is ready to work. He digs in, and 1-2 is on the way. As Tom Selleck prepares, he kicks. Curveball in the dirt. Nice pitch there from Bieber. They check down to the accountant at third, and he says no. 2-2. Nice pitch from Bieber there to low in the zone, try and get him to fish. And it's nice to see him going after Godzilla here. I mean, guy got walked a bunch. He was on base. It's also nice to see the Dodger fans filled in the third inning, finally. Fastball away, changeup away, got him on the corner, and he struck him out. 1 down. Nice little sequence there from Shane Bieber. And that's what Shane Bieber can do. When he's dealing, a little circle change, breaking away there. Nice location. That's where you want that. Saw him missing up with the off speed in the second inning. And it's actually nice to know that Godzilla doesn't always get on base too. Because, yeah. Anyway, 1 down, bottom 3. Fastball outside corner to Mookie Betts, 0-1. And Mookie Betts, similar to the number 9 hitter Pages, this guy needs a hit in a major way. 2 for 16. And yeah, that's got to weigh heavy on old Mookie Betts here. Here comes the 0-1 from Bieber. Fastball inside, ripped down the line, but right at little Ernie Clement. He nabs it off the ground. And 2 quick outs here for Bieber as he attempts to get back into the dugout and get that Toronto offense back up to the plate. Playing the line and right at little Ernie Clement. Nice glove work there by the little man. To the backhand, and he snares it. 2 down. And Mookie Betts has got to be thinking, what do I got to do to get a hit? Because I am really grinding here. Nice job turning over the fastball in the inside corner, just right at him. As the walk-off guy, Freddie Freeman's up. Fastball at the knees, strike 1, 0-1. 93 at the black, right at the knees. Nice pitch. Grounded into a fielder's choice first at bat for Freeman. And Bieber's working quickly, 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, swung on, fouled off the side, 1-1. Or 0-2, sorry. 47 pitches now for Bieber. And this is a much better inning for him, much better location with everything as he shakes his head and says, no, they're not going to get me. 0-2 now to Freeman. See if he can get him here, get him to chase something. The 0-2. Slider low and in, fouled off. Way to stay alive by Freeman. Good location by Bieber. And like I said, Bieber looks much better here in the third than he did in the second. As he rubs up a new ball, goes to the sandpaper hidden in his glove, and he is ready to work. 0-2 to Freeman. 2 down here. Bottom of the third. 2-1 ball game. Jays on top. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit the left center field. Coming over is Lukes. That's a base hit. And that's just not a very good 0-2 pitch right there, folks. 0-2 slider, cement mixer out over the plate. Does a little weak-ass little shimmy thing, whatever. As the sun is setting in LA. As the LAPD chopper just watching the World Series with the blue collar broadcast as we are in the bottom of the third. 2-1 game. Jays on top. Will Smith at the plate with a chance to tie the game potentially. First pitch from Bieber up and away. 1-0 four-seamer. Will Smith 0 for 1 with the flyout in the first. 4 for 14 in the World Series. 4 RBIs. Didn't do much last night, but he did have a good game 1 and 2. Let's see if he can get going here in game 4. 1-0 to Smith. The pitch, changeup, 2-0, blown away. So See if Bieber can maintain that control and some of that location that he was flossing in the beginning of the inning. Now that he's in the stretch, as he's behind Smith here, need to be careful. 2-0. Slider away 3-0. And Kirk back there with the backhand better be careful as well because that's a good way to make a pass ball and put a man into scoring position. And Bieber's behind 3-0. And yeah, as soon as you give the guy a compliment, is we get the Big Brother dirt cam view. Kind of creepy. But just as you give Bieber a compliment, he gets behind 3-0, and there he goes as he feeds one in there, 3-1. And I mean, Miller time, you got to want what? At least 6 innings out of Bieber, right? After I keep saying it, but after he barbecued the bullpen for like 12 innings last night, I mean, you want your starter to get something. 3-1 pitch, swung on and hit the left field, and Clement right at Clement. He funnels it over to first, and that'll end the inning. Hit hard, but right at him, and Bieber gets out of it. That'll end the third. As we step aside for some commercials, we will be right back for the third inning. Hang tight now. We'll be back. Welcome back, friends. Top of the fourth inning. Our man, Alejandro Kirk, steps in as Miller Time gets the obligatory mid game interview. John Snyder talking to Bowtie himself, and he's just saying, look, man, I need a couple beers. By now I've had 8 as the pitch to Kirk is fouled off. He goes, listen, Bowtie, at this point, uh, I just need a couple more beers. I had a lot last night. It was an 18-inning game, and I mean, what do you expect? I'm sorry, I had too many. Just a little rugged, a little ragged today. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see if we can get out of here with a win and take a day off and drink a couple more Miller Lights. High fastball, not offered at. Check swing down to first. The accountant says no. 2-1. 45 pitches for Otani. Not bad. Top 4. Alejandro Kirk, 0 for 1, favorite of the Blue Collar Podcast. Here's the pitch. Ooh, fastball inside corner. Nice pitch from Ohtani. 2-2. As George freaking Springer is on the sidelines, and I hate to see that because George Springer is really fun to watch. Here's the 2-2. Curveball swung on and missed down to a knee, just like Springer. And that umpire's got a little pop step strikeout move, a la Frank Drebin. Can't say I hate it. But that pitch was up, and he just got Kirk out on his front foot. And I mean, look, he got the strikeout. That's great. Kirk not happy, but Ohtani doesn't want to live there. Okay, just saying. Fastball inside corner, strike one to Varsho. Much better location. Dalton Varsho pop out in the second. 3 for 14 in the World Series. Did have the bomb off Blake Snell earlier in the series. Here is the 0-1. Up 1-1. Cutter, I guess. And Ohtani moving quickly. He is not wasting any time, and he just wants to mow through this order. So far, so good. 1-1 pitch. Slider up and away. 2-1. But he's keeping a mighty fast pace here as we get some clowns out in left field or center field. Those seats probably cost $2,000 to sit in the bleachers there. Fastball low, 3-1. And this is what you want to do. Run the pitch count up and work this guy. Do not let him set the pace. I mean, step out of the box, do something. But Varsho in the driver's seat here, got to be sitting on dead red. Let's see what he comes with here. The 3-1 on the way. High fastball, swung on, fouled back, up in the zone. Nice hack from Varsho, but just missed it. And last night, similar thing. Varsho had a couple pitches to hit and just missed a few of them. 3-2 on the way. Curveball swung on and missed, and he got him. Second strikeout of the inning. Second time he hung that curveball up there, but he got him out in front, and Ohtani's got another K. 2 down here, top 4. There's the bender, and that's just a lot of plate, and that's out over the middle. And Varsho and Kirk both just wave at it, but I mean, it's basically the same pitch that Vlad hit over the wall. So, I mean, now we're a couple innings in a row now where Ohtani is starting to live up in the zone with the off-speed stuff. He's gotten by with it here, but we'll see how long it can last. Little Ernie Clement. Fastball, low and away, ball 1. 1-0. 54 pitches now for Ohtani. Clement with the ground out in the second. Just 4 for 16 in the series, but he's hitting around 400 in the postseason. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss at the slider. Nice pitch from Ohtani, 1-1. And as mentioned, he is moving quickly, back on the slab, ready to do work. Little Ernie Clement chokes up on the bat. And here comes the 1-1. Slider away, and he waves at it 1-2. And Clement seems a little out of sorts. I mean, not a great swing there, not a great pitch to offer at. I mean, 1-1, he just waves at it. That's just not what we've been used to seeing. 1-2, checks his swing. Did he go? They check down to the accountant. He says no. And the accountants on the corners have learned their lesson. They do not want to get involved in this game. They say, keep me out of it. And that's what we want to see. 2-2. 2 down, top 4, 2-1 Jays. Little Ernie Clement trying to get something going here. Long night last night. We get it. Everyone's tired, but freaking Godzilla's on the mound throwing BBs out there. He can do it. You can do it. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and tapped to third, foul ball. And we'll do it again. Nice job to stay alive there by Clement. As Ohtani will get a new baseball. And we will do it all over again. Rubs it up. Where's that sandpaper? There it is. And he is ready to go. As the sun is setting in LA, the choppers are swirling. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him, and he struck out the side. Nice inning from Ohtani, and he likes it, and he should like it. Look at these Dodger fans are up on their feet. Good to see it as he trots into the dugout, and the Dodgers will come up to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. Nice inning for Godzilla. 2-1 Jays. We'll be back. Hang tight now. Welcome back, baseball fans. We get the mid-game interview with Dave Roberts. Teoscar Hernandez swung on, hit the center. Can of corn for Varsho. One pitch, one out, just what Tom Selleck was looking for. As Tom Pelissaro leans over to Dave Roberts and says, "What'd you think of last night?" And Dave says, "Well, Tom, we won the game, and it was a long game, and I really don't know why you're in the bullpen here or in the dugout with me in the middle of the game. I'm trying to manage. This is the World Series, Tom. Game 4, if you hadn't noticed. Like that sport coat, but I do not appreciate the interview." As Max Muncy steps in. Slider over the plate, 0-1. Bieber ahead again. So listen here, Tom. I would appreciate it if you just didn't come back for Game 5. In fact, why don't we just do away with this stuff? As we get a look over at the big fella at first. Muncy steps out to try and break Bieber's rhythm. You don't want him to go 2 up, 2 down on 2 pitches. Dave Roberts says, "I really do like Shane Bieber's mustache." Swung on and missed. 0-2. He goes, "He reminds me of Tom Selleck out there." As Bieber's shaking him off. And it's 0-2 to Muncy. Walked in his first plate appearance. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball low on. Weak little swing, and Bieber got him. And he's got 2 down. Second strikeout on the day. And look out now. Bieber is starting to get into a groove here. 2 down, bottom 4, and Tommy Edman comes to the plate. 58 pitches for Bieber. As we get a look at Miller time over there, and he looks pretty calm after that soul-crushing loss last night in Game 3. As Roberts is done. Well done, Dave. Way to get through that interview. I'm on your side. I don't think you should be interviewed in the middle of the game. Edman 1 for 1, single in the first, 3 for 16 in the World Series. 2 down here, bottom 4. Jays on top, 2-1. Here comes the pitch from Bieber. Fastball up and away, 1-0. 92 on the gun. I mean, Bieber looks okay right now. And if he can keep grooving like this, the Jays might be all right. 1-0 pitch. Curveball inside. Nice pitch, fouled off, 1-1. And this is what he needs to do. They stake him to a lead and just go out there, get ahead and stay ahead and just use your defense, pitch to him. You're at the bottom of the order now. Go after this guy. Do not leave pitches out over the plate. Go attack Tommy Edman and just get in the dugout. Shane Bieber. 1-1 count. As he's got a new ball and he's ready to work. Here comes the pitch. Slider low, 2-1. Nice idea. Just missed. New ball coming. He's going to have to rub that one up with the sandpaper that's hidden in his glove. And Tommy Edman doing his best efforts to grow a playoff beard. It's all right. We respect the effort. I mean, why aren't you throwing fastballs to Tommy Edman? I mean, I get it. He got a single in the first, but you left it out over the plate. Like, bore down on this guy's hands, or you don't want to be putting guys on base when you don't need to. Bottom of the order, 3-1 pitch. Sliders up, ball 4. And on cue, as he's starting to groove, he walks the number 7 hitter. So some historic World Series Game 3s here. 18 innings. Dodgers, Red Sox. Oh, man. 18 innings. Yeah. I mean, whatever. 7 hours and 20 minutes. Last night's game took forever. But what a finish last night. Freddie Freeman, 2 walk-offs in back-to-back World Series. Man, I mean, come on. Slider away, misses 2. Kike Hernandez, 1-0. And Kike Hernandez doesn't have the beard, but he does have the trap shooters, and don't mind the look. 1-0 to Hernandez. Is Bieber in the stretch now, and he's starting to labor a little bit. Got to get out of this 4th inning here. Up and in, 2-0. Maybe the big fella Kirk can go out and talk to him, kind of calm him down a little bit, because he's starting to labor now. 2-0. I mean, he does have Pages on deck, but you don't want to make a habit of pitching from behind. 2-0 pitch, swung on and hit to right field. Drifting over is Barger, and Barger makes a play, and that'll do it. And Bieber gets out of it. Bottom 4, LA, as we get a look at the sunset. Pretty cool. We'll be back for the 5th inning. Hang tight now. We'll be back. Welcome back, friends, to the Blue Collar Broadcast. Top 5, Game 4, World Series. 2-1, Jays on top. Shohei Ohtani, Godzilla himself back on the bump, ready to do some work. First pitch on the way, fastball up and away. 1-0 to the number 8 hitter, Andres Gimenez. 0-1 on the day. Ohtani working quickly. The pitch, curveball outside corner, misses. 2-0. Looks like the ump has settled himself and his zone is starting to normalize. Always nice to see. Hopefully he learned from that disaster last night. Here comes a 2-0 from Ohtani. Fastball outside corner. Slider. 2-1. Close pitch. Big brother Cam probably says that's a ball, but it's close. 2-1. Here it comes. Fastball up and in, swung on a miss. Nice location from Ohtani. 2-2. Gimenez typically hitting in the 9-hole, hitting 8 today. George Springer out. Got to make a little change. Gimenez, I mean, he's put the barrel on the bat. He's done the job. I mean, he did pretty well in the ALCS. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. On cue, he strikes out. 0-2. Nice slider low and in. 5th K for Ohtani. Nice work there. Oh, my God. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Wow. Okay. Man, oh man, like this part of the game we could do without. To be perfectly honest, yeah, Tobey Maguire, cool. I mean, come on, really? Curveball up, strike one to Kiner Falefa, 0 for 1 on the day, 0-1 the count. Grounded out, 0 for 9 in the series. This guy needs bingo here. How about a little, just put the bat on the ball and let's see what happens here. Dodgers fans, docile in the back there. Fastball swung on, fouled off, 0-2 now. Ohtani ahead in the count. And that's more like it for the big fella. As Kiner Falefa has worked himself into a hole. And here comes a pitch. The 0-2. He kicks. Swung on and hit the left field out in front. Nice easy fly ball for Kike Hernandez. He gloves it and 2 down. And just what the doctor ordered for Ohtani, as he has 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th. And I mean, if you're Dave Roberts, this is exactly what you want to see. I mean, this guy, again, long game last night, and he's right out here, and he's already into the 5th inning, 2 down, 67 pitches. Couldn't ask for much more. Well done, Shohei Ohtani. I mean, this guy is absolutely incredible as he shakes off the 8th pitch. I mean, this guy must have like a 12-pitch repertoire here because he's just shook off a lot. Here comes the first pitch to Lukes, and he throws, I guess it's a splitter away. 1-0. Nathan Lukes, 3rd time up here, 1 for 2 on the day. He's had some loud contact. A little bit was foul. Let's see here. 3rd time through. Interesting to see how he works him here. Curveball, 2-0. Misses low and in. Nice idea from the big man. Just missed, but better location, lower in the zone. You can get on board with that. Here comes the 2-0. Fastball low at the knees and not a strike. And ball 3. Ohtani wanted it, but that's not a strike. As we get the array, now that's Big Brother, folks, right there coming at you. They're in the dirt too. They're everywhere. So look out. Here comes a 3-0. Fastball outside corner, strike one. Just get it over. 3-1. Curious to see what he comes with on 3-1 here. As we got the full battery of cameramen and cameras. The 3-1. Outside, hit to the left side. Nice hit. Nathan Lukes, professional at bat. Just take it the other way, and he's aboard. Well done. 2nd hit on the day. And he seems to be picking up Ohtani a little bit as John Olerud leans over and says, well done. Do not get picked off. And that's exactly what you want as a Jays fan, is to get a man on board in front of this big man as we get a look at that hanging curve that he put. Koufax goes, man, I would never leave a curveball up there. And Ohtani says, I know. The Jays fans back home love it. The ice skates are out. And here comes the pitch to Guerrero. Swung and a miss at the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. He heated up, and Guerrero says, I see you. I see you. 7 postseason home runs for Vlad in the postseason. Toronto record. Here comes the 0-1 from Ohtani. He is at the belt. The pitch. Fastball inside, 1-1. Nice pitch from Ohtani inside. 99 on the gun. And he's heating it up here for the big fella because he knows this is a big at bat right here. And the big man can do damage. Do not trifle with big bad Vlad. Here comes the 1-1 from Ohtani. Curveball swung on a miss and a much better location on that curveball, and that's where you want it, Otani. Low and away in the zone, and Vlad goes, yep, okay. 1-2 now. Nice pitch there. Nice work, big brother, on the slow-mo cam. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball swung on and hit back up the middle, but right at Pages, and that's going to end the inning. Nice hit by Guerrero, but right at somebody, and Otani's through 5, and the Dodgers are coming up. Nice job, Shohei Otani. We'll be back. Middle of the 5th. Hang tight now. We'll be back. Welcome back, friends. Back to LA Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 5th, game 4 of the World Series. We got a good one brewing here. 2-1, Jays on top as Shane Bieber takes the bump to work in the bottom of the 5th inning. And he is ready to work already. Here comes the first pitch to the number 9 hitter, Andy Pages. Ball 1 in the dirt, 1-0. Pages has been well documented, struggling mightily. 1 for 14 in the World Series, hitting below 100 in the postseason. This guy really, really needs a hit. Here comes the 1-0. Ooh, misses. 2-0 up and in. I have to say, it's kind of nice not to see Marlins man behind the plate. He was on his phone the entire night last night. And here's the pitch, swung on and fell down the left field line, 2-1. I mean, again, who chips off thousands of dollars to sit 3 rows from the home plate ump and doesn't watch the game and just stares on their phone all night? Yeah, I don't get it. 2-1. Bottom 5. Pages goes back for the spray paint, hits up the bat a little bit and says, "You need some of that, Otani?" And Otani doesn't even look at him, says, "You don't talk to me until you hit above 100." And Pages walks back to the plate and says, "Let me see what I can do." So 2-1 the count as he tries to ice Bieber a little bit. Godzilla on deck, never a good sight for a pitcher. And Bieber's working. Here it comes. 2-1 outside corner, strike 2. Nice pitch, Shane Bieber. 2-2. Pages doesn't like it, but that's a strike. Miller Time says, "You know what time it is. 2-2 count." Mookie Betts looking on. The curveball hangs out over the plate, but Pages can do nothing but pop it up. Barger coming in on the ball. He's under it. And one away. And Bieber on his way. And just how you would like to face Ohtani with the bases empty. Because this guy, well, he is a present day Babe Ruth because he throws really fast and he's a hell of a pitcher and the guy rakes. So I don't know who the hell Frank Isabel is, but why don't we just get this stupid thing off of the screen and watch the game? Huh? Am I asking too much? Here comes the first pitch to Shoei. Fouled off, curveball low. Nice location from Bieber. That is right where you want it. Ohtani fouls it off his shin. Can't feel good as the Dodger fans. They don't look really interested tonight. And I mean, long night last night, but that's got to hurt. I mean, come on. Game 4, World Series. Let's go. Dodgers win this one. And I mean, you might as well just put a nail in it. That might be it. As the blue collar broadcast favorite, Alejandro Kirk gets ready. And he looks at the cheat sheet and says, let's go, Selleck. Let's get it done. 0-1, bottom 5, third time through the order here. Ohtani 0 for 1 on the day. The garage door clicker on his hip gets clicked, and here comes the 0-1. Fastball up and in, foul them away. 0-2, nice job, Shane Bieber. As we get some more graphics here of Ohtani from last night, up and in, muscles one out of here down the line. And then the fastball left out over the plate, big power opposite way. What a hitter, man. This guy is absolutely incredible. What a player this guy is. And the one up and in off of Scherzer was like, that wasn't a bad pitch. He just beat him. And man, really, really good stuff. But he's behind here to Bieber 0-2, and he's going to go over and he's going to ice Bieber. And he gets the sandpaper and the spray paint and says, you get some of that on there. Go ahead. You get some of that, Mookie. Maybe it'll get you a hit. And 2, and Bieber's got to be talking to the ump saying, why are these guys icing me out every time? It's like icing the kicker here. Second time in a row. Really trying to mess with the rhythm of Shane Bieber. And Bieber's at it. 0-2. Outside corner, rung him up. Backwards, K. Nice pitch, Bieber. Just broke one off on the outside corner. Well done. Ohtani's talking to himself. And look at this. Outside. Boom. Right. Frame job from the big man. And the ump just rings him up. See you later. Nice pitch, Shane Bieber, and he's grooving. He got Godzilla out, and there it is, just a little Frank Hood. And Ohtani thinking, man, I hope I get that in the top of the 6th. So 2 down here, bottom 5, 2-1 game. Mookie Betts up. Here's another guy, needs a hit real bad. 0 for 2 on the day. 241 now in the postseason. No bombs, 6 ribs. First pitch from Bieber. Slider slapped to center right at Varsho, and that's going to do it. We got ourselves a little duel going here. We're through 5. We'll be back. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back for the 6th now. See you soon. Welcome back, friends. Top of the sixth we go. Tit for tat. Bieber against Otani. 2-1 pitchers duel. Slider first pitch in there to Bichette. Nice pitch. 0-1. Bichette just takes it. Otani, as mentioned, working quickly. Bo Bichette walked in the first 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Slider waved at 0-2. Nice pitch gets him to chase, and he's ahead in the count. And it's becoming a trend. He just continues to get ahead of hitters and just mow them down. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball away, 1-2. So 3-4-5 here for Toronto. Got to have something here. At the very least, try and work this pitch count up here for Otani as he looks in. He's up to 80 now. Here's the 1-2. Slider swung on. Way to stay alive. Fouls it off. 1-2. Top of the sixth here. Game 4. 2-1. Jays up. And really turned it into quite the duel between Bieber and Otani. And Otani looks mighty sharp for playing an 18-inning game. Swung on. Fouled. Fastball in on the hands. Nice pitch from Otani again. And, I mean, he doesn't seem to have lost anything. As they look at Mark Pryor says, I could never pitch like that. I used to get shelled all the time. And Otani shakes off yet another pitch, and he says, dude, what about my 10th and 11th pitch? There it is. Knuckleball. Here comes the 1-2. Curveball outside. Nice pitch. 2-2. Not a strike, but a great pitch and a pretty good take from Bichette there. 2-2 now, top six. As Otani is working quickly again, and here comes a 2-2. Swung on and hit high and deep to left field, but that is in the park. Hernandez under it. The nonchalant catch, 1 down. As the Dodger fans break into prayer. Not sure if this was from last night. It certainly looks like last night. And, well, can't say I blame him. An 18-inning game back and forth. Some just fantastic. I remember that from last night. Yeah. Is that Kershaw's wife or something? Yeah. Like, oh my God, he got 1 out. I can't believe it. As Addison Barger steps in. Fastball at the belt. 0-1. Nice pitch from Otani. 99 on the gun. Barger with a single in the first. 326, 3 bombs, 8 ribs in the postseason. Here comes the 0-1 from Otani. Curveball hit back up the middle. He nabs it, takes it himself, runs it over, tosses to Freeman. 2 down. And Otani is grooving again, and he is almost through the 6th inning. And man, he just on cue continues to get ahead of hitters and then just mow them down. I mean, I don't know, but he does look pretty good. I think that curveball is kind of hanging up a little bit, but I mean, I was saying that in the third, and he's managed to get through it unscathed. Aside from the home run, they haven't really done anything off him. So he's through 5 2/3, 85 pitches, but now he's got to deal with the big fella, the blue collar broadcast favorite player, Alejandro Kirk, 0 for 2 on the day. Here comes the pitch. Curveball up and in, 1-0. Backs the big fella back, and that's all right. And as we always say, you better be careful with Kirk. Here comes the 1-0. Otani kicks, and it's on its way. Fastball up and away, 2-0. And Kirk can work a count now. So Otani, I mean, he's never going to pitch around anyone, but I wonder if he goes to the off speed here. 2-0 to Kirk. Here's the pitch. Curveball, 2-1 on cue. Snaps it over the outside corner, 2-1. Nice pitch from Otani. And he's had success with the curve with Kirk. He's had him way off balance. It's a nice looking curveball. There's a 2-1. Fastball popped him up straight back. And right after the curveball, he just comes high cheese, and Kirk is now 2-2. 2 down. Otani 1 pitch away from getting through 6. As Shane Bieber all alone in the dugout, as he should be. Let that man do his thing. And here comes the 2-2. Slider away, swung on and missed. He got him, and Otani is through 6. And a great outing by Shohei Otani. Man, oh man, is there anything this guy can't do? This guy is absolutely incredible as he walks off the mound, 2-1. The Dodgers will be coming up in the bottom of the 6th. We're getting close, but there's a lot of game left. We'll be back, baseball fans. Hang tight now. Welcome back, friends. Bottom of the sixth we go. Freddie Freeman at the play, 1 for 2 on the day. Bieber started him off 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Cutter inside 0-2. Nice pitch inside. Third time through the order for Bieber. He has matched Ohtani so far, and he has done exactly what was asked of him. Slider in the dirt. 1-2. Nice waste pitch there. Nice idea. So Shane Bieber showing his highlights through the postseason thus far. He had a nice little run in the ALCS as the bullpen starts to heat up now. Bassett and Fluharty getting ready for the Jays. But yeah, Bieber's done exactly what they asked him to, especially tonight after the bullpen got barbecued last night. I mean, this is a great job. Into the sixth inning, 78 pitches. He looks pretty good. Slider, slap right. Guerrero gets a glove on it, knocks it down, but that's going to be a base hit. Freeman's going to be aboard, and the leadoff man is on, and the Dodgers are in business as he shakes the hand, does a little stupid shimmy, and he's on board. Nice effort from the big fella, Vlad. Here we get a good look at it. Just hit him up, kind of up on the heel of the glove. A tough play, but I mean that thing's coming with some smoke on it. You know, Freeman just hits a seed there down the first base line. Good job by Guerrero to knock it down and at least hold him to a single. He's on base now, and Guerrero says, "Nice home run last night, chump." And we have a man on first, no outs. Will Smith at the plate. Bieber in the stretch. Slider swung on, hit to center field, and is it going to drop? Varsho coming in down to a knee, makes a play. Nice play, Dalton Varsho. And one away. Oh man, that was close. Almost had two on there with no outs. Nice play by that center fielder. He plays a pretty clean center field out there. Slaps a ball on it, comes in down to a knee, just nice and easy. And one pitch and one away. And Shane Bieber couldn't ask for much more. So Bieber at 80 pitches as they meet on the mound goes to the stash. Miller Time comes out and says, "What do you think, man?" He says, "We bought out of beers over there, so you think you can get this done?" And Shane Bieber says, "Yeah, that's why I'm here, right? Yeah, uh-huh. What are you doing out here? I'm coasting. Get out of here." And the ump comes up and says, "That's enough, gentlemen, and we're going to go back to it." Bottom six, Miller Time runs back to the dugout. One down here, and never miss an opportunity to peddle Capital One 30% interest rate credit cards, in case you were wondering. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Maybe, maybe not. As we get a look at Mad Max, decent effort last night. But we are bottom of the six here. 2-1. Jays on top. One down. Man on first. And here we go. Teoscar Hernandez at the plate, sporting the purple shoes. Big moment here. Slider outside, slapped up the middle, base hit. Teoscar Hernandez, nice piece of hitting. Varsho brings it in, and 2-1 now for the Dodgers. And now the Dodgers have something working, and Miller Time's thinking, why did I go out there? What was the point of that? Because now I got to yank him if I go out there. It's a slider. That's just a good piece of hitting there. Hangs out over the plate just a little bit, but it's off the corner, out the end of the bat, just right back where it came. Nice job. And just what the Dodgers need. Teoscar Hernandez is starting to heat it up a little bit. Had him a big game yesterday. And more meeting on the mound here as they all come in. And that's going to do it. Tom Selleck is out of the game. Miller Time has seen enough. And we'll step aside as Fluharty comes in, and he's to face Max Muncy into the pen in the sixth inning. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back. Back, friends. We are back 5 1/3 innings for Tom Selleck. He got into the sixth, and I mean, he just let it get away from him. I mean, I don't know. It's a short hook. I get it. This is a must-have game for the Jays. I understand it. I understand the matchup. Flu Hardy didn't pitch a whole lot of innings last night. It makes sense on its face, but it did finally get the Dodgers fans up behind, and that's good to see. First pitch, Muncy hits a high fly ball to left. Varsho calling him off. He's there. He gloves it, and he throws it in. They will not advance the runners 2 down. Quick out for Flu Hardy. And that makes Miller time look pretty smart there. 2 down. Tom Selleck got to like it as Tommy Edman flips to the right side here. And they're going to show Tommy Edman. They should show his defensive glove work. I mean, he made that error right there, but his other 2 plays were huge. This one right here, hit throwing a seed over to third to get out the never make the third out at third base. And then this relay back home, perfect throw to gun Schneider by 30 feet at the plate. I mean, those were absolutely huge moments, and it is nice to see some defense get into modern day baseball. That was well done last night. And Tommy Edmonds has a chance to do it at the plate today. Here's the pitch from Flu Hardy, swung on and missed at the slider. Nice location from Flu Hardy, low in the zone. 0-1 the count. Bottom 6 here. Edmund 1 for 1 on the day. 2-1 Jays. Big, big moment in this game. Let's see what he can do. The 0-1. Curveball. Slap foul 0-2. And Flu Hardy quickly ahead of Edmund and in the driver's seat. Let's see what he brings here. What are we looking at here? Another slider or sweeper, whatever the hell they want to call it. 0-2. Teoscar Hernandez is laughing. Well, you can laugh when you hit like that. You weren't laughing when you're struck out 4 times. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball low in the dirt, and he struck him out. And nice sequence there from Flu Hardy. Big, big effort getting out of it. Way to pick up the stash. Good job, Flu Hardy. Slider low and in. Strikes out Edmund. Ends the threat. And the Jays are still on top 2-1. We'll be back for the 7th inning. Shane Bieber loves it. Hang tight, friends. Be right back. We are back, friends, as we get a look of Miller Time giving a big hug to Bieber, saying, "Thank you for not cooking the bullpen," as Dalton Varsho slaps a base hit into right field. First pitch swinging. Ohtani still on the mound. Good job, Dalton Varsho. Get him into the stretch. Leadoff man is on as Ohtani looks back to the bullpen and says, "What? You can take me out?" 2-1. Jays on top of the seventh inning. Ohtani into the stretch. Like I said, 91 pitches now. Top of the seventh. Man on first. No out. And little Ernie Clement at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Low and in. Misses. 1-0. Nice idea from Ohtani. 373 in the postseason. One bomb. 8 ribs. As he's ready, Ohtani at the belt. Here comes the 1-0. Fast on and hit the left center field, and that's going to get in the gap, and that is off the wall. Taken there by Pages. Varsho to third. Ball is cut off there by Freeman, and Varsho hangs at third, but little Ernie Clement has a double off the wall, and the Jays are in business. Nice little double there. Fastball low and in. Ernie Clement just turns on that thing and just hits a bomb into center or left center field right off the wall. Just missed a home run. And if he had the stash and the beard, maybe that's out of here. I'm just saying. Nice play by Pages off the wall. Varsho does not pick up his third base coach and is watching the play. That's what the third base coach is there for. Maybe could have sent you home. As Ohtani is now laboring 93 pitches here. No outs here in the top of the seventh inning. Runners on second and third, and that's going to do it as Dave Roberts comes out to yank him and Anthony Banda coming into the game. And we'll be back. Hang tight now. Welcome back, baseball fans. Top of the seventh inning. Ohtani is out. He pitches a complete six, but he is still on the hook for the runners at second and third. Dave Roberts might be asking himself, what if? Big appearance here for Banda again. Jimenez waves at the slider outside 0-1. If we remember back to game one, Banda came in a similar spot with the bases juiced and gave up the granny to Barger. Tough position to be in. Runners at second and third, no outs. Let's see if he can work out of it. He is facing the number 8 hitter, Jimenez. 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Slider away, 1-1. Banda got that 3/4 release kind of thing going. Bare minimum, he's got a mustache. Don't mind the trap shooters. 1-1 count. Jimenez Got to have a fly ball here. You must get this run home. Mandatory. Here it comes. Fastball at the knees. Nice pitch. 98 on the black. Well done, Banda. 1-2. Really, really good pitch. And let's see if he gets after him with the slider and makes him chase. Pitching for the strikeout here. 1-2 the count. Banda at the belt, ready to work. Here he comes. Slider away, and he takes. Nice take, Jimenez. Nice pitch from Banda. He looks pretty good. Looks pretty sharp. That slider's biting really nice away from the lefty. Kiner-Falefa on deck. This would be a huge out here for Banda. 2-2 the count. Gotta have it. Here it comes. Away and nice. Oh, Smith blocks it. Man, that was really, really close. He slid. At least he's using his chest, but it looks like it hit him in the wrist and just barely ricocheted. That was almost a wild pitch there. Way out there on the slider. Oh, man, he caught a break, didn't he? That thing bounced and, ooh, he kind of gloved it. Like to see your catcher get his chest over there and just block the. That was lucky. That was lucky. Full count now. And time is called. Jimenez ices Banda right in the middle of it. Well done, as he says. Let's see that 98-mile-an-hour heat on the outside so I can slap it to left. We'll see. 3-2 the count. Big at bat right here. Number 8 hitter Jimenez facing off against the reliever Banda. Here comes the pitch. Slider away, fouled or fastball, and it's 3-2. We'll do it all over again. Up for Jimenez. Got the bat on it. Zooming in there at 97, but we'll see. So the line on Shohei, 6+, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, at least as of now. Still responsible for 2 out there as he gets a shin protector on, and he's a hitter now. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Slider wasted away. Nice job staying alive by Jimenez. And like I said before, he's typically hitting in the 9-hole. Decent little hitter here. I mean, we'll see, right? I mean, you got to get this run home. A ground ball to the right side, a fly ball. Andres Jimenez needs to get this ball in play. Runners at second and third, no outs, top of the 7th. Big moment for the Jays. Slider slapped into left field, base hit, and that's going to get it done. Hernandez charging, throws it in. Nice at bat, Andres Jimenez. And when the bottom of the order is producing, the Jays can be pretty tough to beat. And that's just a really, really good at bat right there by Andres Jimenez. Slaps it to left. I mean, good pitch too. 3-2 slider from Banda. It's not like he just got beat, and that's what happened. Great piece of hitting there, Andres Jimenez. Look at the slider away, slap it right to left center field. Well done. And they still have a man at third. It's 3-1 Jays. And here again, Kiner-Falefa up. Got to get this run home. Okay? Fly ball. I mean, you got to get this run home. This guy hasn't had a hit. He's 0 for October. This guy needs a hit. 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch from Banda. And they go for the bunt. The squeeze. No. The safety squeeze. Slider up and away. Takes. Interesting idea. Miller time might have a good heat on if he's going for that. I mean, interesting play. I don't mind it. Every run now. I mean, this is a must-win game for Toronto, so every run is something here. The 1-0 from Banda, and he does square the bunt. 2-0, slider up and away. And we'll see. Let's see. 2-0. As I mentioned, 161 in the postseason. Kiner-Falefa hasn't offered much with the stick, but a big opportunity nonetheless for him here as he awaits the pitch from Banda. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Slider in the dirt, 3-0. Nice job. And Banda really getting himself in trouble here. They bring him out of the pen to relieve Ohtani. And tough at bat from Jimenez, gives up the single. And now he's 3-0 to the number 9 hitter with the top of the order on deck. Not what you're looking for from Banda. Here's the 3-0. Fastball, and he was swinging, and he fouled it off. He got exactly what he wanted. He was just a little bit late on it. Don't mind it. I mean, if you can get it to the outfield and get the run home, that's fine. Then do it. But let's see what Banda brings here on the 3-1. And Dave Roberts has got to be thinking to himself, my bullpen is absolutely cooked. What do I do? The 3-1. Pick play to first. Back easily. And we will do it all over again. Banda, 12 pitches now. As the Jays are at the top of the dugout, and they want more. And they need more because they need this game in a major, major way. Here comes a 3-1 from Banda. Swung on and hit. Oh, man, unlucky. Line drive. Got him at first. Double play. Line drive to Muncy, and he gets doubled off at first. Freeze on the line drive. Man, Banda dodged a major bullet there. Got to see a replay of that as Jimenez gets doubled off at first. Line drive right at Muncy, throws it over to first. And did he get him? Can't tell from that. John Olerud says he's safe. Ooh, I think he's safe. Close play. I'm guessing they're gonna replay it. Can't fault the accountant for calling him out there. That's a close play. Freeman with the stretch, and Miller time calls for the earmuffs. I can't tell. Tough play. Tough. I mean, Big Brother will let us know one way or the other. They should have like sensors in there or something, right? I don't know. He touched his foot there, so he's safe. As we get another replay of it, I mean, these things are so close, I can't even tell. So, I mean, if you can't tell, how can you overturn it? He's called out on the field, so what do you do? I mean, who knows? And there it is. There's the Big Brother room as we get every camera of everyone doing everything. And we're still waiting as John Olerud tells him, nah, you were in there. You're good. It's too hard to tell. I can't tell. I just wish they'd figure it out. But whatever. So as we get our 30-second view of the same play, we await the ruling from Big Brother up top. Alejandro or Andres Jimenez shakes it out as he jammed his finger against Freddie Freeman's foot. And we're still waiting. I mean, it is a close play. I know they want to get it right. I understand the sentiment, but at a certain point, you just have to say, we don't have enough evidence to overturn it, and we just have to leave the call on the field. The umpire was in position, as he should be, and he made the call, and we just have to stand by it. And that's okay. And that's why they're out there. So here's yet another view. Unlucky for Falefa as he hits a seed to third, just right at Muncy. And this is a huge turn of events now if he's out here. Let's see what the call is. After review, overturned. He's safe at first. So unlucky for Falefa, but Jimenez does get back in, so no double play. And runners on the corner still, one down. And you got to think, again, you got to get this run home, okay? Runs are at a premium in the World Series. Good throw from Muncy. Runs are at a premium here, and you got to have it. I mean, you have got to have it here. As Mark Pryor comes out to talk to Banda, and Banda just says, dude, seriously? I watch tape on you, and you used to get shelled all the time. So what are you doing out here? And we are experiencing some technical difficulties, unfortunately. Please stand by. And we are back. And it is Ty France at the plate. 1 for 3 in the postseason, squaring off against Banda. Runners on the corner, one down, top 7, 3-1 Jays. Here comes a pitch from Banda. Slider in the dirt, waved at, 0-1. Not a pitch you can drive there. Not a terribly good swing from Ty France. Pinch hitter here. Little Ernie Clement with his lead from third. Andres Jimenez at first. Need a fly ball here from Ty France. Here comes a pitch from Banda. Swung on and chopped to second. Nobody's there. He's hustling. That's going to get the run home. Jimenez over to second, but that is going to get the run home. Little Ernie Clement comes in. Not exactly how you drew it up, but it gets the job done nonetheless. Little Ernie Clement scores 4-1 Jays now. Ty France gets jammed a little bit, but hit it where they ain't. Here's a replay. Just got in on his hands. But the second baseman was over at second. Edman come over to cover it, throws over to first. Slow roller. Now Dave Roberts comes out of the pen. But the damage is done. The Jays have doubled their lead as Vlad Guerrero gets intentionally walked over to first. There'll be man on first and second as Dave Roberts comes in and calls to the bullpen. That'll do it for Banda. Tough spot for him to come in at. Um, and we'll see who's coming out of the pen. We'll be back in just a second. Hang tight now. Welcome back, baseball fans. As we get another look at Tom Selleck, Shane Bieber, 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 3 Ks, and an overall a good outing for Bieber, especially after the bull use last night. As Blake Trinan comes in out of the pen to try and tidy up this seventh inning, gotta have it here. 8 appearances, 4 earned runs. Bo Bichette at the plate. First pitch, fastball at the knees, strike one. Bichette 0 for 2 on the day. He walked in the first inning, 3 for 9 in the World Series with 1 RBI. Big at bat here. Bandit not happy, nor should he be. Big opportunity, just got a little unlucky there. Curveball swung on, hit down the left field line, and that's going to be over Hernandez, head up against the wall, going to score another run as Jimenez comes in to score. The big fella over to third, and Bo Bichette with the big knock, going to be a long single, but he just plops it over Hernandez's head and left, and that is a big run again. And now it's a 4-run Jays lead, and Jimenez is smiling, and there's the slider, and Bichette just turned on that thing, and he just missed getting one out of here. Man, quick bat, just turned it over Hernandez's head. Nice job by Hernandez to play it off the wall and just limit the damage. Long single from Bichette, but now it is 5-1, and the Jays fans got to love it. You can hear them ice skates sharpening north of the border as the Jays are looking to even the series here. And Trinan's not out of it now. Top of the seventh, 2 down. Runners on the corners. Addison Barger. First pitch swinging, hit to the left side, and that gets through, and that's going to be a run. 6-1 Jays. Man, oh man, this seventh inning has really come off the rails for the Dodgers as the Jays take a 6-run lead or a 6-1 lead. Nice hit there by Barger to go the other way. Let's get a replay of that, please, as the oven mitts are out. And here it is. Fastball breaking away from him. Just takes it the other way. Nice job, Barger. Having himself a little series now. Pinch hit Granny, and now this. Well done. As the big brother Cam goes crazy. Nice effort from Betts. Can't get to it. 6-1 Jays. Man, oh man, that happened in a hurry. Trinan still not out of it. Runners at first and second now. 2 down, top 7. Blake Trinan really wearing it now. And look who's up. Here's the pitch. Fastball low. 1-0. The big fella, Alejandro Kirk. The blue collar broadcast. Premier player. 0 for 3 on the day. Pop out 2Ks. As we get a look at Fluharty. Wonder if he'll be starting the bottom of the 7th. Treinen steps off. Kirk rearranges his helmet. And he digs in and gets ready, as the big fella will. As he's got an opportunity here to really break this open. Starting to look a little bit like game 1, where the Jays, it was a tight game, and the Jays just came alive late. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball, 2-0. Nice take there from Kirk. And, Banda just got beat by Jimenez. That was a tough spot to come in, second and third, no out. Tough spot. But now it's really starting to unravel here. And let's see. 2-0. Curveball, waved at and missed. 2-1. Nice pitch from Treinen. Nice pitch going there, 2-0 too. As we got some more action over there in the pen, as Dreyer getting warm down there. He didn't pitch too long last night. 2-1 now. 2 down, top 7. 6-1 Jays. Big inning now for Toronto. Here comes a pitch from Treinen. Curveball, outside corner, 2-2. Nice pitch. It's funny, Kirk hit the home run yesterday off of a hanging curve, and he's just been like out of sorts with the curve all night tonight. Dalton Varsho on deck. 2-2, top 7, 2 down. Here's the pitch from Treinen. Swung on and hit the right, but it looks like it's right at Hernandez, and that's going to stop the bleeding. But not before the damage is done. What started as a 2-1 game in the top of the 7th, it finishes, and now it's 6-1. A 4 spot for the Jays. The Toronto fans are going crazy out there. Better be careful now. Lot of series left. Dodgers still have 9 outs to work with here. Hang tight now, friends. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time. Hang tight. Welcome back, friends. As we get a look of, well, we don't need to see any of that. That's ridiculous. Bottom of the 7th inning. On in relief is Bassett. First pitch swinging. Enrique Hernandez fouls it off. 0-1. Chris Bassett, 4 2/3 inning. No hits, no earned runs allowed, 6 Ks and a walk through 4 games thus far. As Miles Jack Straw from Wichita goes into play left field. 0-1 to Hernandez. And the pitch. Curveball swung on, tapped up the middle. Jimenez charging, funnels it, throws over to first in time to get his man and 1 down. Nice job by Bassett. They give you a 5-run lead. You go out there, you throw strikes, and you work to your defense. Really, it's an easy formula. 1 down here, bottom 7. Jays inching closer to tying this series up at 2 after a soul-crushing defeat last night. Walk-off home run in the 18th inning. Really incredible, honestly. And we get Alex Call up. 267 average, 5 bombs, 31 ribs, 4 for 7 in the postseason. Did make an appearance last night in the marathon game. Bassett working out of the stretch, ready to go. Here comes his first pitch. Fastball in at the hands, 0-1. As Call steps out. And Dave Roberts looks on and says, maybe I left Ohtani in too long. Maybe. 0-1 the count. Here it comes from Bassett. Fastball at the knee, strike 2. Call not happy about it, but unlike last night, it's been a pretty similar, pretty consistent zone. Can't really complain, and that's all you can ask for of a home plate umpire is just pretend like you're not there. Stay out of the way. As the Jays fans silently salute themselves, they are scared of the Los Angeles crowd. And can't say I blame them. Not the safest place in the world. Just putting it out there. 0-2 the count here to Call. Here it comes from Bassett. Fastball away, 1-2. Waste pitch, and we'll do it all over again. Bassett shakes his head like, man, I should strike this kid out. We'll see. He's in the bigs for a reason now. 1-2, 1 down, bottom 7. Bassett working quickly. Here comes a 1-2. Fastball at the knees, and he got him. Struck him out looking, and Call never took the bat off his shoulder. And you just watch 3 fastballs go down the middle. I mean, you're down 5 in the bottom of the 7th. Why don't you just grab the biggest bat in the rack and just swing out of your shoes? Ask George Springer how it's done, okay? 2 down now, bottom of the 7th. And that's going to turn us over here as Bassett prepares for Godzilla. Ohtani, quiet today at the plate. Nice outing on the mound. Cutter inside, 1-0. 0 for 2. Bieber did a good job on him. As we get a look at Guerrero rounding the horn here on the Blue Jays defense. 1-0. Bassett at the belt. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Ohtani. Fastball to knees, low. Good no call. That was low. As Miller Time looks a little more loosened up over there. Probably had him 3 or 4 during the 7th inning stretch. Can't blame him. Get after it, big man. Long night last night. You deserve it. 2-0. Here's the pitch from Bassett. Curveball swung on and missed. Outside corner, and Ohtani waved at it. 2-1. I can't say I'd make a habit of leaving too many pitches out over the plate for Ohtani, but had him off balance with the curveball there. 2-1. Bassett is ready and at the belt, and here it comes. The pitch. Fastball inside. He jammed him. Nice pitch. Picked up by the second baseman. Flipped over to first, and that will do it for the 7th inning. Good, clean inning for Bassett. And the Blue Jays are 2 innings away from knotting up this series. 6-1 Jays lead. Hang tight. We'll be back, friends. We're back, friends. 8th inning, as we get a look at all the celebrities, which really doesn't matter at all. We don't care at all. As the first pitch from Dreyer is bent over the outside corner, strike one. Dreyer in out of the pen, 76 in the third inning, 2.95 ERA regular season, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned run in the postseason. Fastball popped him up on the infield. Nice pitch in on the hands. Muncy over. He gloves it and 1 down. Nice work by Dreyer. Way to get out there and just throw strikes as Call stays in the game in left field. He's got that Axl Rose bandana going. Not too sure about that. Hernandez slides over. And at the bare minimum, Dreyer does have the mustache going, and we approve. Top 8, 1 down here. 6-1 Jays. Little Ernie Clement up at the plate. He started the rally in the 7th, and he is ready to work. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there. 0-1. Dreyer ahead in the count again. And Dave Roberts really just needs Dreyer to chew up some innings here, after last night. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, 0-2. Good job by Dreyer getting ahead. And he's got Ernie Clement in a hole, 0-2, as we are 1 down here in the top of the 8th. And it looks like the Game 5 probables is just going to run it back from Game 1. The youngin, Trey Yasavich, facing off against the lefty, Blake Snell. Good battle between those two in Game 1. Checks his swing. Did he go? They check to the accountant. He says, no, leave me out of this. And good. Thank you for that. 1-2. Nice little waist pitch there. Nice little chase pitch by Dreyer. Good idea. Didn't get him to go. Dave Roberts sits back and says, long series. We're okay. And George freaking Springer's over there going, man, I got to get right. Get me in there. Here's the 1-2. Fastball up and in, fouled away. Nice job by little Ernie Clement to stay alive there. And nice idea there from Dreyer to climb the ladder. They keep telling us that Joe Davis, Face Radio, and John Smoltz are in the booth. We knew that, and I wouldn't expect that to change mid-game. But thanks for that update. Here's the 1-2. Curveball swung on, hit the right field. Nice play by Freeman on the backhand, tosses to first. Not in time. He's safe. Head first slide. Clement. Little Ernie Clement. Man, this guy, he's a player now. Look out. No beard. He can't grow one. He's got low T, but he can hit. He can handle a bat. Dave Roberts goes, should I? And they say, hold on, Dave. Just relax. Nice backhand by Freeman. The toss. Dreyer does his job, but little Ernie Clement in ahead. Let's look at here. Big brother getting us the view. And I think he's safe, folks. Looks like little Ernie Clement got there first. Now that is the ultimate big brother view. Look at that. He's in there. So he's going to have himself another hit. And if you notice, fastball away, 2 strikes. What's he do? He goes to right field like he should. Well done. And we're back to Andres Jimenez, the number 8 hitter. And he gets drilled in the shoulder. Doesn't feel good, but you know what? Now you got a man in scoring position. So that's all right. You take one for the team and just take your base. And let's do it. Top of the 8th, 1 down, and Dreyer's getting himself in a little bit of trouble now. As we're going to pause for something we just don't really need to talk about, honestly, as we wait for Isaiah Kiner Falefa to come to the plate. And we get the LAPD chopper view above. The criminals have taken it off. They're watching the game too. Thanks for joining us at the Blue Collar Broadcast. As John Olerud, he's in hiding over there wearing a Budzinski 53 jersey. I know that's John Olerud. Looks just like him. So 2 on here for the Blue Jays. 6-1 lead. As mentioned before, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at the plate. And another player in desperate need of a hit. And what a better time than now. So let's see if he can do anything. Dreyer's still in the game. Like I said, you're going to have to chew up some innings. Just going to have to take one for the team here. Here's the first pitch. Curveball well up and out of the zone. 1-0. Just flipped it up there and just couldn't snap it off. Easy take for Falefa. And we'll do it again as he stands in. 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out, fly out, and a line out. At the belt, here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit the third. Betts has got it for short, throws over to first in time. That'll advance the runners over to second and third. But 2 down now. As we're going to turn the order over. Jimenez talks to Edmonds, says, nice play last night, man. That was pretty nifty. And Edmonds goes, thanks for noticing. As we get another moment to sell some more stuff here. There's never a time when you can't be selling, I guess. as we have 2 down, and it's little Jack Straw from Wichita up there at the plate. Miles Straw, 0 for 6 in the World Series, 2 Ks. Another man that needs a hit. As Mark Pryor comes out and goes, "Now listen here. When I used to play, I used to get shelled all the time. So don't you worry, okay? I'm glad you have the stash going. Your hat's a little too high on your head. You got to get that down a little bit, but it's okay." As we get a look over at the third base coach, a little Ernie Clement, and he says, "If you get picked off at third, you'll never play for me again." And Jack Straw from Wichita is getting ready here as Will Smith makes his way back behind the plate. The home plate ump, who's done a good job of staying out of our way tonight. We appreciate that. 2 down here, top of the 8th, 6-1 Jays. And Ken Rosenthal, man, oh man, just get him out of here. As Dryer's at the belt, and here's a pitch to Straw. Fastball at the belt, strike one, 0-1. Might be the best pitch Jack Straw from Wichita gets to see all day. And he has an opportunity here to just crack it open. I mean, it's pretty open, but this is a good. Here's another fastball inside. What's the call? What's the call, Blue? Did he call? What's the call? He just threw a new pitch out there. You have to call the pitch, Blue. So it's still 0-1. The second pitch was thrown. 0-2. I guess that was a strike. I mean, it looked like a strike, but just call it a strike. I mean, did he forget what he's doing back there? 0-2. 2 down. Here's a pitch. Curveball swung on. Hit down the right field side. Out of play. We'll do it over. So, like I said, a hit here from Jack Straw from Wichita, and it's an 8-1 game, and it's basically out of reach. And yeah, if you're a Jays fan, you need it. And the Jays need this game in a major way because, again, I'll say it again, that was a major gut punch to lose the bottom of the 18th inning walk off after cooking your bullpen. 0-2 from Dryer. High fastball waved at and missed, and that'll do it. He gets out of the jam. Jack Straw from Wichita strikes out. We'll be back for the bottom of the 8th. 2-3-4 coming up for the Dodgers. Hang tight now, friends. We'll be back. We're back, baseball fans. Bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers coming to the plate. Bassett still on the mound. Tough pitch not to get there. Fastball on the outside corner. Ball one. Mookie Betts up. Needs a hit in a major way. 0 for 3 on the day. Been a while since base. I think he had a single yesterday, but not doing much here in the series. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit the left field. Base hit. Mookie Betts. Nice job. Gotta feel good for number 50 there to get on base. Nice hit by Betts. Took what was given to him as we get that little Dodger shimmy, which I don't think I'll ever get used to it. I just don't like it. Man on first, no outs here. Bottom of the 8th. First hit yielded by Bassett in the postseason as the hero from last night comes up. Freddie Freeman starting to heat it up a little bit. 2 for 3, 2 singles on the day. Man on first opportunity. Who knows? I mean, you never know. Here is the first pitch to Freeman. Ooh, fastball out over the plate. That's a good looking pitch to swing at there, Freeman. 0-1. Nice to see Bassett pumping strikes over the plate, but I don't know if he wants to live out over the plate like that, especially through the heart of the Dodger order. Here comes the 0-1 from Bassett. He kicks. Low and away. Nice pitch. Much better location. 0-2. Swung at and missed by Freeman. Well done. Great pitch there from Bassett. As the Amazon clicker's out, the garage door opener. Still don't know what that means. But then again, there's a lot of things I don't know about. So I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see it. 0-2 the count. Man on first. No outs. High fastball swung on and missed. A nice sequence there from Bassett. And he just mowed Freeman down. Nice work there as he just chops him out of there. 1 down, high fastball up and away. Man, oh man, Freeman was a day late and doesn't look like the Freeman we saw last night, but nice pitching from Bassett there. 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Will Smith, catcher, number 16. 0 for 3 on the day, 4 for 16 in the series. Here comes the first pitch from Bassett. Fastball swung on, hit down the left field line, foul, 0-1. As the ump tosses him a new ball. And Bassett steps back on the hill, and we get a look at Lewis Varland in the bullpen, flamethrower, starting to warm up down there. See if he might come out to pitch the 9th. Will Smith digs in, ready to go. Betts with his lead off first. Oven Mitt is out. And here comes the pitch from Bassett. Inside, misses 1-1. Nice idea. Bust him in on the hands. Good place to miss. 1-1. Rubs the rosin bag and grabs the sandpaper, and he's ready to do work. He's back on the bump. He touches the clicker a couple of times, and he's ready to go at the belt. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball, outside corner, strike 2. Nice pitch from Bassett. Had Smith off balance there, 1-2, ahead in the count again. Just like he should be. He's got a 5-run lead. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just keep going at him. Well done. Nice place, curveball, outside corner. And now he can go for the strikeout or maybe throw that curve again and get a double play. 1-2 pitch. High fastball misses 2-2. So we'll do it again here as Bassett gets the ball back. We get a look into Sam Crow and Miller time as they're saying, let's get out of here. It's Miller time. 2-2. Bassett at the belt. Here comes the pitch. High fastball, grounded to shortstop, double play ball over to 2, back to first, in time double play, 6-4-3. Just how Bassett drew it up. He shakes his head like, how'd I ever let anyone get on base? Look at that. 6-4-3 double play to end the threat. And we're going to the 9th inning. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about there. Hang tight. We'll be back for the 9th. Are back for the ninth inning, baseball fans. Game 4 of the World Series. Been a good game so far, just motoring along here. 6-1 Jays, top 9. Vlad Guerrero Jr. at the plate. Had the big home run off Godzilla earlier in the game. Swung on and fouled down the line, 0-1. As Dreyer back out to just soak it up now at this point and just try and get him up there to see what they can do. 2-run bomb, intentional walk, 2 runs scored for big bad Vlad. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Dreyer. Fastball inside, hit to right field. Another base hit for Vlad as Hernandez comes over to corral it and throw it in. And John Allroot says, "Nice work, man." As we get some highlights, there it is. The hanger hit to left center field and gone. See you later. Cannot miss up there to Vlad Guerrero as he silences the crowd. Do love that on the road, by the way. The squibber to right, and he's on base again. Good for the Jays fans to see the big fella get going. Bo Bichette up now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul on the right side. 0-1. Bichette, big double in his last at bat. Oh, a single, sorry. Off the wall with an RBI. 4 for 10 in the series. Jays love having him back. Probably got to ask themselves, what if Bo Bichette wasn't taken out of the game last night? Just saying. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. High fastball misses 1-1. As George Springer looks on. Would love to see George Springer come back for game 5. And quite honestly, I would love to see this series go 7 because this is shaping up to be an all-timer now. I mean, this is really turning into a great series here. Ball 1 or ball 2 inside, 2-1. So Dreyer just trying to get out of here. And Miller time, well, he needs a beer, honestly. 2-1. Swung on, fouled, 2-2. As Bichette steps out and looks at the third base coach, obligatory, and just says whatever. Dreyer gets him a new baseball, rubs it up, hits that sandpaper in his glove, and he's ready to work here. As the 2-2 is on its way here. Dreyer at the belt. Here is the pitch. In the dirt, 3-2. And a full count now. So top of the ninth here, 5-run lead for the Jays. Dreyer just doing his best to take one for the team and soak up the innings that were just wasted away last night in the 18-inning game. Let's see if he can get his job done here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit to the right side. Freeman gloves it, bobbles it, and he's just going to tag out Bichette. 1 down as Guerrero heads to second base. He taps Mookie Betts on the shoulder and says, "It's about time you got a hit, man. What took you so long?" As Bichette walks back to the dugout. 1 down here. He goes, "Damn it, man. He jammed me. The hell? Can't believe that weak sauce got in on me like that." As Addison Barger steps up to the plate. And Addison Barger has been hitting now. So Dreyer might want to be careful with him. Do not want to hang the curve. Fastball swung on a miss, up and in. Nice location. And Barger swings right through it. 0-1. 2 for 4 on the different Barger. Having himself a little series. And he is ready to work as Dreyer's at the belt. He looks back at Guerrero and kicks, and here's a pitch. Fastball swung on a miss, 0-2. Same position, same result, coming right after him as he should. You're down 5, you're there to soak up innings, just throw strikes, and get your team up to the plate. Let's see if he gets him to chase something now. Barger, 6 for 13 with the big pinch hit granny, 5 ribs, 1 RBI today, 2 singles today. Behind 0-2 to Dreyer. Here comes the pitch. Fastball outside corner, rung him up. Nice pitching by Dreyer. 3 straight fastballs, and he got him. And that's 2 down here in the top of the ninth. And Barger, 2/3 of the way through his job. Game 5 tomorrow. And if necessary, game 6, well, yeah, I'm guessing game 6 is going to be necessary considering the Jays are up 5. And I mean, okay, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Stranger things have happened as the big fella takes the intentional walk, and 2 on now. As Dreyer looks down, and we look at Trey Savage, tomorrow's pitcher. The youngster, been in the league about a month. We'll see. He's already had a few big starts. See how he does in game 5. As Dalton Varsho's facing off against Dreyer. First pitch swung on and missed at the slider away, 0-1. Nice pitch from Dreyer. So 2 down here, top of the ninth, 5-run game. Runners at first and second. Dreyer just trying to get him out of there. Ahead 0-1 to Varsho. Here comes the pitch. Slider away again. Nice pitch again, and swung at and missed by Varsho. And he is almost there. Dave Roberts looks on and says, I need some sleep. 0-2. Top 9. 2 down. Dreyer just about ready as Varsho digs in. And here comes the 0-2 pitch from Dreyer. He kicks. Curveball swung on. Or slider up in the zone. Fouled off. Not a great 0-2 pitch, to be honest with you. And you miss there to Varsho. You could pay for it, but he has missed a few. I mean, we mentioned earlier, it happened yesterday too. There was a couple pitches up in the zone that he just missed, and that was another one there. But still 0-2 now. Dreyer with the chance to get out of it. Here's the pitch. Fastball to knees. He struck him out. Nice pitching. Nice job by Dreyer. As the Dodgers come in and their last hope here, 5, 6, 7. Hang tight. We'll be back for the bottom of the ninth. Be right back. Sports fans, bottom of the ninth inning, game 4 of the World Series. Jays on top, 6-1, commanding lead. Last hope for the Dodgers as the LAPD chopper flies up ahead to give us the view from atop as Teoscar Hernandez steps in and Lewis Varland comes in out of the pen. 13 innings pitched, a lot of appearances, 12 hits, 6 earned runs, 15 Ks and 2 walks. Varland, don't really know what his problem is. It's got to be at least 60 degrees in Southern California. Don't know why he's blowing into his hands. They do play in Toronto after all. Imagine it's quite a bit colder up there than LA. Here's the first pitch to Hernandez, and he almost drilled him. 98. That won't feel good. As the expensive seats behind home plate are sparsely populated, and all I can say to that is only in LA would that happen. As some little kid comes down from the cheap seats to wave his towel around, and Varland gets squeezed on a fastball on the corner. 2-0. Must feel like last night's game to him. As he blows into his hand again, Muncy on deck. Teoscar Hernandez up in the account. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses on the outside corner. And nothing says Major League Baseball like getting squeezed in a 5-run game in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, those last two pitches are probably strikes. Here's the 3-0. Hernandez just lets it go. 99, strike one, 3-1. Not really sure what's going on back there. Maybe the umpire has a clause in his contract where he has to go over 3 hours or something. So he's going to try and extend the game. He gets like a bonus, like a time bonus. 3-1 pitch, fastball, strike two, as he just laces it over. And if Teoscar Hernandez thought he was going to see a better pitch than that one, I don't know what he's waiting for, but it is 3-2 now as Varland shakes off Kirk. Varland's got two pitches. I don't know what he's shaking anymore. Here comes a 3-2. Fastball up and away, and he missed. Teoscar Hernandez takes a walk, and he just looked really uninterested in the bat. It looked like he just wanted to get a walk, and he made it happen. So he's on. As we get a replay, the 95 World Series, Carlos Baerga going out. And that was the year that the Braves won. And I guess they're showing that because John Smoltz, there's my man, Bobby Cox, league leader in ejections. Love that man. Chipper Jones, do remember him. And they're showing that, I guess, because John Smoltz is in the booth. And all I can say to that is that team should have won a hell of a lot more games. As Muncy laces one down into the corner, and that's going to be extra bases. Barger picks it up. Teoscar Hernandez over to third. Nice piece of hitting there. First pitch swinging by Muncy as he gets the double. And the Dodgers are in business now against Varland. Runner on second and third. The Dodger fans stand up a little bit. Nice to see them. Nice to see some of them are still there as Muncy takes the first pitch fastball and just places it down the corner. And that's Dodger fans got to like the look of that to get Max Muncy going. Does that weak ass shimmy. And the Dodgers are in business now. Let's see. Like I said, stranger things have happened as Hoffman gets ready. Had himself a long outing last night. I'm guessing Miller Time doesn't want to use Hoffman, but we are going to have a meeting of the minds as Varland continues to be cold in Southern California and just makes you wonder what is wrong with that man. As Sam Crow comes out from the bullpen to talk to him and says, look, man, it's bottom of the order. Just simmer down and get your damn job done, okay? I'm going to take your cut if you don't do this, all right? The umpire comes out, pats him on the back, and says, all right, gentlemen, that's about enough. As Tommy Edmonds stares out there and awaits a little opportunity for Edmonds to chip into the Blue Jay lead. As I said, 6-1, bottom nine, two down, or no outs, runners on second and third. And Lewis Varland got himself in the jam. And you know how he did that? Is he walked the leadoff guy. And why would you ever walk the leadoff guy when you have a 5-run lead? It's just not a good look. So Edman at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Fastball outside corner, strike one. Nice pitch from Varland, 0-1. Tommy Edman's seen it now. He switches back over to the left side against the righty. And a good opportunity here for the Dodgers to chip away. And like I said, you never know. Dodger fans are on their feet. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. Nice block there by Kirk, using the chest protector as he should. 1-1. Teoscar Hernandez says, nice hitting today there, little Ernie T. Good job out there. Tommy Edmonds is ready. Kike Hernandez on deck. Trap shooters and all. 1-1 count as Axl Rose is getting ready in the bullpen. Here comes a 1-1 from Varland. He is at the belt and the pitch. Swung on and missed curveball. 1-2. Nice pitch from Varland. Much better location. He's not spiking that in the dirt. And he's ahead 1-2, and his hands are cold. I mean, maybe he's got tiny hands or something. I don't know. Or maybe he just stays inside when he's in Toronto. But it's a hell of a lot colder up there than down in California. 1-2 the count. Varland at the belt, the pitch. High fastball. Swung on, hit the other way to third base. Clement's got it. Goes to first. Gets the out. That will score the run. But one down here as Teoscar Hernandez and the oven mitt are across the plate. 6-2 now. And it ain't over yet. So we'll see. Nice job by Edman to go the other way. Just hit it right at Clement. And he's thrown out at first. Good stretch from Vlad. And Lewis Varland needs 2 more outs to send us on our way and to tie this series up at 2. Bottom 9 here. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Inside, ball 1-0. Kike Hernandez 0 for 2. Sack fly and a ribby in the second. 3 for 15 in the World Series as Varland is ready. And he is at the belt. Dodgers fans doing their best attempt to try and get back in the game. Fastball outside corner, and home plate ump says he did, and it's 1-1. I think it probably would have been a strike anyway, right, Blue? 1-1. Hernandez, wasting no time, digs in. Varlin, same at the belt. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Curveball, outside corner, strike two. Nice pitch from Varlin there. And he's ahead in the count 1-2. And let's see if he goes after Hernandez. Again, I will mention it. Kike Hernandez has a long swing and wants the ball out over the plate. I think you can pitch him in. We'll see what they do here. 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball. He doesn't offer at it. 2-2. Kirk wants to ask the accountant for what he thinks, and the accountant says, leave me out of it. 2-2. On deck, Axl Rose, number 12, Mr. Call. As Varlin is at the belt and he is ready to do work. Here comes the pitch. Curveball swung on a miss. He got him. 2 down. And 1 out away for the Jays. Hernandez is not happy, but good pitch from Varlin as he is 1 out away from tying this series here. Curveball low, and that's where you want to miss there. I mean, that's where you want it. Big brother approved, and that's it as Hernandez waves. Not happy. That is not street legal. No profanity on the broadcast, please. We try our best. We expect the same of you, Kike Hernandez. 2 down now. Bottom of the 9. Last hope. Axl Rose call at the plate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. 6-2 ball game. Let's see if he can keep the hope alive. Dodgers fans, some of them anyway, are on their feet. Really weak ass stuff, honestly. Curveball at the belt. Strike 1. Call doesn't like it. And he didn't like any of the pitches in the last at bat where he watched 3 fastballs go over the plate. And maybe he should just swing. And that's what the umpire should tell him. Stop complaining and swing your damn bat. That's why you're up here. 6-2 game, 0-1. Varlin trying to close it out. Send us to a game 5. Here is the pitch. Fakes the pick play to second. I mean, Muncy's on second. There's no one there. What are you doing? I mean, come on. That's like an unserious move right there, Varlin. Come on, man. 0-1. As Trey Savage looks on, getting ready for tomorrow for game 5. Here is the pitch. And another pick play to second. What is going on? Dude, it is a 4-run game. There's 1 man on base. What are you doing? Go after Axl Rose and just finish this game. What is wrong with this guy? He's cold in Los Angeles. He wants another pitch. The guy's got 2 pitches. I mean, what more does this guy want? Maybe Sam Crow can go talk to this guy. And the third pickoff play, what is it? They're going to call him a balk? He balked. Yeah, he balked. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Who balks? What is happening? I mean, Miller time, get a hold of your man here. Like, dude, it's the bottom of the 9th inning, okay? In a 4-run game. You have Max Muncy who has 0 wheels on second, and you're doing 3 pick plays in a row. What is wrong with this guy? This guy is like, man. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball, low and away, 1-1. And maybe Kirk can go out and talk to him. I don't know. But, like, just go after Axl Rose. That's it. I mean, dude, seriously, what was that? That was bizarre. And look who's on deck. Godzilla's on deck. I mean, come on, man. 1-1. Fastball away, 2-1. And you're not going to get any favors from the umpire. Man, really, really strange. As Paul Hayes looks on and says, man, I still need a hit. For Muncy at third, 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit the left field. But it looks like it's right at Jack Straw, and that's going to do it. Jack Straw grabs the glove. Lewis Varlin, sigh of relief. Same with Big Bad Vlad, but the Blue Jays have tied the series at 2. Great game. Great game. Nice outing for Shane Bieber. Good job by Ohtani coming back after the long one. They do a weird little dance there. Can't say I approve of that. 6-2 Jays. 6 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Dodgers 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Ohtani takes the loss. Bieber with the win, 2-0. And thanks for tuning in, friends. As the Blue Collar Broadcast had our maiden voyage into the live streams. Thank you to all you who joined us. Sharks fans, get ready as they are going to be dropping the puck in LA. Hopefully they can beat up on the Kings. As Miller Time got his wish and the beers are going to start flowing in Toronto. Give me the sport code. Jack Straw from Wichita is there. As we will be back for tomorrow. We'll do our best to try and get back on the live streams as Sam Crow's giving the high fives. Little Ernie Clement. Blue Jays watch party in the Rogers Center. Getting late down there in Toronto. Got to get some work done there, Canadians. Calm down now. Long series ahead of us. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we did. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Take care now. Bye-bye now.